All right, so welcome to another video. So in this video right here, I'm going to be showing you how to actually create your first dashboard. So let's take a look at a search result over here. So the beautiful thing about Memovee is you can just tell it exactly what you want just using natural language. So in here, I've got, movies that make me excited about the future. You can, pretty much use whatever type of query you want, and it'll basically find those movies for you. And as you can see here, it makes it very convenient. You can see all the ratings, the score, and you can very quickly judge, what you want to actually watch, right? So let's say, for example, I wanted to watch these three movies. So what I can do is I can actually click here, select items, and I can select the movies I actually want to watch. And then basically what I can do now is I can either drag this into a new list or I can drag it to an existing list that I have. Let's create a new list called something like futuristic movies. And I can go ahead and create a list here. So the list has been created. So if I exit out of here and I go to the list here, so let's say so there it is. So that's the list that I just created just now. Is I want to actually add this to a dashboard. So for example, let's say if I go to chat, I can actually go ahead and create a new dashboard over here. So let's say, for example, family. Let's say, family dashboard is fine. So I can click create dashboard. And now I can actually add a list to this. So if I go to view list, I can actually add this dashboard to my family dashboard, and I click add. So now once that's done, how do we actually place this on our Apple TV? So if I head over to our screen here, you'll see that I have my, my screen set up over here. So there's a video that shows you, how to get your screen up and running as well. So I have my screen in theater mode, so I'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later. So now if I go to add dashboard, I can go and click on family, click add. So if I load my Apple TV, I can now actually see my family dashboard. So I can go into here and load it up, and you can see it's really that simple. And I can already see my playlist on my Apple TV. And you can also reorder movies, and you can add more lists to it. So for example, over here, if I go back to my console here and, I add a new list. So if I go to add dashboard and I see the family list, and I can rearrange these movies as well. So if I go here, let's say, for example, I haven't seen First Man and I really want to watch it. So I can move it to the first item. And then now if I go back to my Apple TV, I'll see it's already automatically moved for me. So I can also actually add more lists to this. So I go chat, and let's see what other list I have. So you can see here, let's do this one. So add dashboard, and I'll click on the family button and I click add. And now if I go back to my Apple TV, I can see the kids' new release is already here. So the beautiful thing about all this is, once you've created your dashboard, it's very easy to just go to actual stream. And so for example, here I've got this movie on Amazon Prime. I can just hit, on the streaming option that I want, and I'm taken straight to that movie. There you go. So this is First Man. I'm ready to watch it. That's it for this video. I hope you liked it and found it useful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.